decided to do a newbie Booktube tag that I've seen on Booktube, and since I am new to Booktube, I decided I was going to make my own so that you guys can get to know me a little bit better and know what my whole objective to having this new channel will be and what I hope to bring forth to the Booktube community, because there are so many people in this community now and I'm so excited to be a part of it now. I've been wanting to do this for a few years now, if not more, and I finally got the nerve and the time to put it together, and hopefully you guys enjoy my videos that I am planning to put up soon. I have a lot of ideas and I'm very excited to get started. So without further ado, let me introduce myself. My name is Allison, and some of you probably already know me since I have been trying to get some of my friends on Instagram to subscribe to this channel. But I run a Bookstagram account that is called Inthestyleofbooks, and I love everything that I've gotten to do and experience within that realm, but I wanted to extend it into video shooting, which is what I'm doing now. So the first question that is on the newbie Booktube tag is, why are you starting a Booktube channel? Which is relatively simple for me. I love to read, I love books, I've always loved books since a very young age. It's always been something in my life, and I just wanted to extend that love of reading to everybody. I'm hoping to bring people to my channel that are not just book community people. I want other people to come to this channel and feel comfortable to get recommendations of books that I love and other people love. And I want to include more than just book related stuff. That's why it is called Inthestyleofbooks. I want to include so many different aspects of my life into this channel, and my goal is to eventually extend into a different channel, which would involve me and my fiance. As you can see, I am now engaged, and I'm going to talk about that a lot because I'm excited to be engaged to my wonderful fiance, who is so beautiful, talented, amazing, charming, smart, funny. But anyways, my point is, eventually I want to start a channel that incorporates me and her, our relationship, and what we go through to start our family. We are a lesbian couple and we hope to get married someday soon. And then our goal is to eventually have kids and have a family. We want to eventually share that with the world because we know how complicated and difficult it can be to start a family when you are not a heterosexual couple. And we have seen other people that have channels doing the same thing, but they don't really go through the whole process of what it takes to start a family. And so we want to have a channel that is very inclusive, shows all of the details, whether it's good or bad, so that everybody has an understanding of what LGBTQ couples have to go through, especially an interracial lesbian couple, what we have to go through to just have a family of our own and be like everybody else. So that is my eventual goal, is to continue this booktube, but also to extend into a different channel where we talk about our adventure into starting a family and starting our life and possibly moving from a big city to maybe a smaller city. So if you want to join in on that journey, we're hoping to start that channel soon, and possibly in 2021 as we begin to figure things out. Hopefully you will come along with us on that adventure. We have our own Instagram account if you are interested. It is going to be down at the bottom where you can go check it out. It is mostly about travel, but eventually it is too going to be linked to whatever we decide to do with our life. The second question that is on the tag is, what do you feel like you are going to bring to BookTube that nobody else has? Which I've kind of already discussed. I feel like I'm gonna bring a lot more inclusion into the picture. I know there are some people in the BookTube community that are LGBTQ, but there's not that many, and they don't really talk about it too much. I want to talk about it. I want to bring it to the forefront. I want to showcase books that are diverse. I want to showcase books that have LGBTQ characters in them, Black characters, Persian characters, whatever it may be. I want to showcase books that the book community doesn't talk about all the time. So you will see books on my channel that are from indie authors. You will see books on my channel that are not talked about too often. You will see books on my channel that are highly underrated, or you will see books on my channel that are just not talked about at all. So that's what I hope to bring to BookTube, is just a little more variety, and basically what my ideals are, which I love culture, I love traveling, I love trying different things, so you're gonna see a lot of that on this channel. The main thing is I want to have fun and enjoy the time of trying something different, because as I said, I like to try new things. So the next question is, what are some fun things that you can bring to the BookTube community? Once again, I've already talked about it. I'm hoping to start involving my growing family, which hopefully happens soon, into my channel. I also love to write, so I eventually want to have some of that in my channel. I am in the midst of writing something. I am about halfway through the first draft, which has taken me forever, but I'm doing it. I know a lot of people are interested in writing and they don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. So if you want to come along on that adventure, then feel free to join me and probably go through some trial and error. So the next question is, why do you love reading? For me, reading has always been an outlet to get through stresses and things that are going on in my life, to bring me happiness and joy. I started reading when I was very young. It's really fun to go into other people's minds, which is essentially what you're doing, and seeing what's inside there. It's almost related to psychology in a way. I feel like you can tell a lot by what an author writes, so that's why I love reading, and I'm interested to hear why you love reading and when you started reading. What excited you about it. If you want to tell me in the comments below, I really like that. The next one is, which book or series got you into reading? Which I have multiple answers for this one because I have different phases of my reading life, I guess you could say. The first book, I guess, that got me into reading was probably Charlotte's Web. That one was really good when I was younger and I really enjoyed it. It really was heartfelt. And for the next phase of my life, I really enjoyed reading nonfiction, which is strange for me now because I don't read nonfiction anymore. But I really enjoyed reading about Greek mythology. That was one thing that I was obsessed with probably in middle grade, somewhere around there. Actually, for Halloween, I dressed like Athena because I had a project to do for one of my classes. I can't remember which one, and we had to do a report on a Greek goddess or god, and I chose Athena, and I wrote about her, and I dressed like her, so for Halloween I just repeated the costume. After that, I didn't read much for a while until I was about 20-ish, somewhere around there, and I discovered the Hunger Games, which started this whole thing for me, because I had never read young adult books before that point. I had barely read middle grade books. I just kind of skipped that phase, I guess. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I discovered the Hunger Games. I had watched the movie first, and then I heard that the book was even better, and I decided to pick it up. And from that point on, I became obsessed with YA. Now I read a little bit of YA, middle grade, and adult books, but mostly YA, let's be honest. And I had a real obsession with dystopian for the longest time, for like years. I still do. I still love dystopian. So the next question is asking, what are the challenges that you think you are going to have with starting a channel? I think everybody will say time, because time is a challenge when you have a job and you are planning on going to school to finish your degree, and you're wanting to write a book, and you want to still read. Time is a huge issue. Not sure how I'm gonna accomplish it, but I am determined. The only other thing I can think of is getting subscribers, because that seems very difficult. I don't have too many yet. I just started, so that's not shocking. I'm hoping to grow a little bit more than what I'm at now, but I'm surprised at what I've accomplished so far. Hopefully that doesn't become a problem, but if it does, like I said, I'm just trying to have fun. The next question is, when did you start reading? Well, I was a kid. Like I said, I started reading pretty early. I think I might have been 4, maybe, I don't know. I just know I had a lot of books when I was younger, and yeah, I started pretty early. And I've always been good at reading. That was one of my #1 subjects in school, because English was one of my top subjects. I was in spelling bees. I wrote lots of little stories. And I remember some of my libraries for the school, they would have sales on some of their old used books, and I was always so excited. I was so excited for those sales. I would just go in there and buy like all the books. So yeah, basically the same person, just a little bit older, got a little more wrinkles. The next question after that is, what type of books do you like to read? So I've pretty much already covered that as well. I love to read pretty much everything. I started out in young adult books. I started out reading dystopian, like I said, and then that turned into fantasy, and then from fantasy I started reading romance and contemporary. So I've read a little bit of everything at this point in my life. Can't imagine a subject I haven't read about. I've even read nonfiction, I've read biographies, I've read everything. I've even read a medical book, because my mom was a nurse, and I read all her medical books, which was weird, but I read them. And now I'm squeamish, so I don't understand who that child was, but she liked to read about gross stuff. I like to read everything. I especially love books with strong female characters, so I love books that are all for female empowerment. I love books with LGBTQ characters, obviously. I like to see that representation, and I love to read books with different types of characters. I just like diversity. That's the main thing you're gonna find out about me. I love diversity, I love culture. I just love to put that into my reading. The final question is, what are you reading right now? Right now I'm reading Written in the Stars by Alexandria Balfour. This is a story about 2 women who are set up on a blind date. The main character doesn't want her brother to keep putting her into these blind date situations, and so she gets this girl to go along with it so that she can get through the holidays without being set up with another person that she knows she's not gonna like or get along with. And I think possibly they're gonna fall in love. I don't know, I haven't gotten to that point yet, so we shall see. But I'm just glad to see a rom-com holiday tale about two girls falling in love, because I don't see those too often. So that is the end of my video, and hopefully you learned a little bit about me. There's much more about me than that, and hopefully you'll learn it over the course of time that I have this channel and my next channel that probably will delve more into who me and my fiance are as a person. And I'm just excited to continue on and make more videos, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching them. I'm learning, so there will probably be things that will be changing over time. I already know of a few things that I was advised to change, and I do plan on changing those soon. I'm working on it. I want to think about everybody that's watching these videos. I want everybody to feel comfortable watching these videos. So with that being said, happy holidays. Whatever holiday you celebrate, happy holidays, and until next time, bye.